Oh, does it ever feel good, after a long, hard day of work, to finally be able to take a load off and be able to smash. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? It's not what it looks like, I swear. I'm just playing Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch with Banjo Kazooie, my favorite video game franchise of all time. And I mean, look at them. Can you blame me? And what? You don't want to be Banjo Kazooie and Smash? You're kidding me, right? Well, let me just show you why you might want to be Banjo and Kazooie and Smash if you want to be ignorant and all. Alright, it's time to convince you why to be a Banjo Kazooie player in Smash over here. So we got Banjo Kazooie for the N64, probably the best platformer of all time, in my opinion. I know I'm not very biased, but it is even 20 years later, it's still one of the best 3D platformers today and holds up very well. And then we got Banjo Tooie. Everything the first one does, maybe even twice as much, you know what I'm saying, Banjo Tooie? But the video is being made on this one, right here. Banjo Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. And I know what you're thinking, R9, this is a Game Boy game. How is this going to convince me how to be Banjo and Kazooie? Why are they the best to Smash? And I'm going to show you. Just let me show you why they're the best to Smash.
Well, anonymous person, I may have fabricated. Grunty's Revenge is sorta like the Link to the Past to the original Banjo-Kazooie's Ocarina of Time. Both classics in their own right. Plus, I don't see nearly enough people talking about it. And what would a Banjo-Kazooie game be without a musical intro and cinematic? Well, not a Banjo-Kazooie game if you ask me, because they're literally named after musical instruments, you know? Well, you never heard of it? The guitar? Looks like kind of like a drum with strings? No? What about the kazooie? And Grunty's Revenge has that musical intro that all the great Banjo games do, even if it uses reused assets from a more successful Big Brother. But I mean, oh, come on, at least it's keeping it in the family. The game takes place right in between Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. Although it came out afterwards, and it was the last Banjo game made for a Nintendo console since they got a divorce from Rareware. Oh no, don't you think for a second that this thing counts. It's fraud, it's phony. The game picks up right where Kazooie ended. Gruntilda has been defeated and the world is at peace. But who am I kidding? This is a video game. It's not gonna even last 10 seconds. And sure enough, right at the beginning, thanks to Gruntilda's right-hand swamp thing, Kalongo, she uses a spell to transport into a mecha suit. And hold on one second, what is that exactly? Is it a ghost or a spirit? I don't really know. Just kind of poofs into a machine. She must have been stuck underneath that rock for a long time, because the second she comes out of it into the mecha suit, she's already got the plan. She immediately makes her way to Banjo-Kazooie's house and kidnaps Kazooie. But oh no, that wouldn't be enough, because on top of that, she also wants to go back to the past and stop Banjo-Kazooie from ever meeting. Didn't realize she used the DeLorean to build that suit. You know, I mean, the plot's got a lot of questions left unanswered. For example, why does she have to go back to the past exactly? I know she's kind of got like the fucking bird. She already got the bird. I mean, you know, the whole thing of losing almost all of our moves because we don't have Kazooie. I don't know, you know, it seems kind of like a good opportunity to end it all. I can't let this go unnoticed also. What's with games of this era having extremely shaky cameras for cutscenes? I'm surprised more kids didn't have seizures back then. Looking at you, Porygon episode in the original Pokemon. It's a shame. It's a goddamn shame. And somehow, some way, Mumble the Shaman can send us back to the exact same time as Gruntilda. And I'm not sure how, almost as if she turned into a fucking DeLorean and was like, ha ha ha, you'll never capture me alive in 1965, motherfuckers. So, since it's the past, very few reoccurring characters will make an appearance other than Mumbo somehow. I don't really know how, but look at those eyes, look at the suffering. He must live forever. To learn new moves, there's no Bottles the Mole. But have no fear, his descendant relative will fill in his role. And man, Gruntilda would have really got a kick out of that rhyme. And speaking of moves, actually, we're gonna have to relearn all of them by collecting musical notes. Oh yeah, you better get used to these things, because we're gonna be collecting a lot of them. Actually, all of them to be exact, 600 in fact. Gotta catch them all! After collecting a few notes on the way and learning a few moves, we can now head off to the Jiggy Castle. Here we meet a reoccurring character I said there wasn't any of. Oops. The Jiggy King, and we learn if we collect Jiggies just like the one sitting in front of him conveniently, we can unlock new worlds and even save Kazooie. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, nothing new if you've played these games before. So with our first free Jiggy, we unlock the first world, and each world is connected to the hub world Spiral Mountain, the most iconic scenery in Banjo-Kazooie history. I mean, even Daddy Sakurai knows that. Excuse me, sir, Sakurai, if you're watching this, thank you for the melee. You're the best. Spiral Mountain even has its fair share of collectibles, totals that we'll be collecting as well, but honestly, they'll be really easy to find without even much effort, just like my insecurities and depression. Open up, level 1, Cliff Farm. You know, just your regular run-of-the-mill farm. Oversized bowls, gold music notes, swamp goblin things, human-sized chickens, flying goblin bushes, ground penises. In every level, the magic number of things that we need to collect are as follow. 100 music notes, 10 jiggies, 5 lost jingo things, and everything else kind of varies for the most part, but we'll need a mumbo skull to transform, 2 empty honeycombs to increase our health bar, and because we're a bear, you know, that's how it all works. You know, he's after the honey, he's a bear, everyone laugh, it's a joke. Also, it should be noted, it's just Banjo Grunty's revenge right now, so we don't have any fancy moves just yet. Oh, you know it's coming.
Riding on cars!
Cars? Cars? Cars! Oh, it's not that one. It's not in this game. Not in this game. First goal, 100 music notes. That will honestly just happen as you explore the entirety of the level. Just don't leave any stone left unturned. The jiggies, however, yeah, that might take some work. You might be playing a few mini games collecting more stuff for characters, like maybe even they're missing kids. They're missing children. Mission Plan B! This might be a good time to point out how genius the backpack slam in this game is. I mean, he couldn't have done it before. He had a living being in that backpack, but now it's full of gold puzzle pieces, enough music notes to make Beethoven go deaf. Backpack slam and the roll attack are our go-to ways to beat the baddies. Speaking of baddies, get used to seeing the same ones over and over getting reused for mostly the entire game. Isn't this supposed to convince the people that this is a good game? Well, come on, it's a Game Boy Advance game. They ain't doing the best they can right now. You know, you gotta make what you got. You got a pineapple? You make pineapple juice. You got Game Boy Advance game? You make Game Boy Advance game. That's it. Get over it! I mean, all the music and sounds are spot on to match the original N64 games, and it's not even Grant Kokop making this. Come on, that's impressive, right? We do encounter our first boss battle with Kalongo of all people, and he's got some tricks up those lab coat sleeves of his. He's got a force field and even throws his own vials of his tears at us. Someone should have told him not to watch the Notebook before a fight. Straight savage. The shield fades every pattern after throwing vials at you, giving you an opening to mess up his fade. Honestly, no idea what the heck that means, but sounds cool. After beating him, he drops a Jiggy and a Mumbo token, which he will drop in every other battle after this. We will need the Mumbo token to bring the Mumbo to get a new transformation in every stage. And in this level, it's a rat, just New York's finest. So we collected all 100 music notes, 10 jiggies, 2 empty honeycomb cereal boxes, and turned into a rat. And we even rescued 5 Jingo Fets. On to the next world. On to level 2, Briggle Beach. Swimming with dolphins, collecting seashells by the seashore. Your mom's defeating ghost pirates. Hold on, what the f*** is that? Is that a bird? Is that a plane? Is it Superman? Yeah, is that Kazooie? Oh yeah, we saved the second most popular hero in this game. The sidekick, kind of like a Robin, in more ways than one. And no, we didn't just save Kazooie, we actually had to have a standoff with Mecha Gruntilda herself. And she has some powers, and they do some things. But seriously, you just gotta wait until she laughs and lets out a quick cackle. You know, just a quick cackle. Then when she does a thing, you just gotta roll into her. No, seriously, you just gotta roll with it. And now we saved the bird. Oh, but you think you learned the moves upon getting her? Nope. Well, that's not entirely true. Actually, you do get one move, a fucking backflip. Seriously, kid, nothing comes free in this world. You go get some more music notes and pay up. But now that we have the bird, the game really starts to begin. Now we can fly, we can drill peck, we can wonder wing, we can shoot eggs, fire eggs, ice eggs, bomb eggs. Walk up slopes with small thin bird legs with a 300-kilogram bear on our back? We can do it all! Move aside, Superman. Now we got the bear and bird. The bird and bear. Bernstein Bears. Makes you wonder how those thin legs can bear all that weight. Yeah. After freeing more birdies as Mouse Bear and Bird collecting all the collectings and exploring Mario 64's pirate ship, we did it. Now on to the next. Now we got everyone's least favorite, Bad Magic Bio, and it looks like Stomach Bio is actually what makes up the rivers here. Who would have guessed? And I'm not talking Lincoln Bio either. It's got poison water, poison gas, monsters, a haunted house. You just can't beat it. You just can't do it. It's impossible. I mean, if you're still not convinced, the transformation in this level is a goddamn candle. Doesn't get more lit than that, as the kids say. Oh, what's that you say being a candle isn't lit? Well, you actually have to light other candles to summon Satan, and that's lit. We can also fight Kalongo again. He can now become invisible. It's the same but cooler, okay? We then go on to collect all the music pieces, 9 out of 10 jiggies. Wait, what? What do you mean 9 out of 10? We complete things here. We ain't gonna just go out like that. What? We gotta come back? Okay, fair enough, but this ain't Metroid, don't let it happen again. Welcome to Spiller's Harbor, which supposedly was this beautiful resort until Gruntilda found it and took a giant steaming on it. Oh yeah, we can also turn into an octopus here. That's nice, right? Also, WTF? Banjo has so many attacking options, yet he still chooses to use the backpack slam. Almost as if he's forgotten that his best friend slash possible lover, I don't know, I don't judge, is inside said backpack and is probably smashing her brittle hollow bird bones. I mean, come on. What's next? So they're just gonna take her out of the backpack and just swing her like a baseball bat? Oh my god. They've already done it. This level's also responsible for harboring these earthbound-looking abominations. Seriously, demon spawn! You walk into one and you're dead. Stick all your life away just like that. Poof! Gone. My first initial thought was, oh, you just used the Wonder Wing, but that's not designed to work that way in this game. You have to only use it in certain areas. Drill peck? No, nothing. But you know what does work? Mashing directions. I mean, I didn't even know that until I went to the final boss and I had to Google it. What? Oh no, the devil slime attached to me, sucking my life force dry. What do I do? I heard all you had to do was walk in circles really fast, you know, it just kills him. Anyways, we collect all the things in this level, including children again. I don't know what the obsession with collecting children in this game is, but... We're on to the final level before Gruntilda. Freezing Furnace. Is that it? A broken furnace you left outside on the curb? Freezing Furnace. Really? So fucking geniuses. Oh, it's an ice and lava world. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Everyone's favorite level types. Amazing job. On the flip side, the transformation's a fucking tank. Don't get more metal than that. No, seriously, the other transformations were flesh. This one's metal. Now that we can turn into a tank, we can now backtrack and get that missing puzzle piece that we couldn't get earlier. And kind of strange how they only left one Jiggy like that. Don't they know that getting Jiggy alone ain't really all that? So, we've been them all. We've seen them all, sister. We've been to the farm, the beach, a harbor, a bio, and a freezing furnace of all things. Now it's time for Gruntilda's castle, which oddly enough was already started being built, I guess. I don't know what happened to the Gruntilda that started building this before good old DeLorean Mecha Godzilla Grunty showed up, and these are the answers we need, Rare? Huh? Or should I say, THQ? We start the battle with a really buffed up Gruntilda with like 4 times the amount of health. She opens up with the same stuff until she starts shooting laser balls and flying and shooting at the same time. I mean, she even starts trying to crush us. But she does have very obvious patterns, and the time to attack her is when she starts cackling again. Directly after this fight, you're going to have to answer a quiz and get at least 2 of the 3 questions correct, and possibly even get a minigame, and the minigames suck. How am I supposed to know if it's a fish or a crab? But after you ace that quiz, you're going to have to go directly into fighting Klongo without healing. Kind of like a mini boss rush now that I think of it, but even some boss rushes have healing. And this is the part where I had to search the theory on how to defeat the slime poops, because you can't even hit Klongo until the enemies in between his phases are defeated. And you think you get a chance to heal now? Nope! Cause now it's the final fucking boss, boy! Oh, sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. After another quiz break, that is. What do they say? The greatest weapon is your mind? And we're at the top of Gruntilda's lair. Just Banjo, Kazooie. If she's still alive, I mean, you can only suffer so many concussions, although she does have a bird brain, right? Oh yeah, and also Mecha Godzilla DeLorean Gruntilda. This is the final face-off. This time, after every hit, her spirit pops out, and we have a chance to hit her spirit ghosting too now somehow. I don't really know the science to it, really, but now we're doing some real damage. That's a lot of damage. After many upon many hits and avoiding many more attacks to comprehend, we finally send Gruntilda back to the place she came, stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Oh, and somehow we actually sent her 20 years back to the future, too, as well. Anyone gonna acknowledge that? Anyone? And so, just like that, Mumbo sends us back to our timeline, and everyone likes that. And after saving the world yet again from Gruntilda, Banjo and Kazooie decide to go gamble and invite their friend, Bottles the Mole, over for some poker, leading directly into the moments that Banjo-Tooie takes place.
Well, that's it. Banjo Kazooie Grunty's Revenge for the Game Boy Advance. And is it the best Game Boy Advance game? Definitely not the best Game Boy Advance game. But is it the best Banjo and Kazooie game? Well, you can't compare 2 different pieces of art. You can't compare a Warhol with a Picasso. So, it is the best Microsoft Banjo Kazooie game ever made, I can tell you that. You just got your honorary Banjo and Kazooie V card, and now you can be Banjo and Kazooie in Smash as an honorary player. What's that? You don't actually want to be Banjo? You don't want to be Kazooie? Why not? He's a low tier at best. Oh. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to actually hit the like button so the YouTube algorithm knows what's up. And also, make sure to subscribe if you're new, because you know, gotta make sure you get those new uploads. Or maybe you want to watch some of the old stuff like Clock Tower. It's a great video. It's a great game. Wait a second. It's a video game. And speaking of video games, if you like them, and that's probably a really good chance because you watched this video all the way to the end, you should check out my video game room tour where I show off a lot of my other Banjo Kazooie and video game collectibles alike. So, I've been R9, and I hope you had yourselves a damn good time.